welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm going to describe the process of transferring your money from your NRO to NRE account in India. Before I proceed further, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. So guys, recently I did that, and depending upon the bank you are dealing, the process could slightly vary, no doubt, but overall steps, or you can say compliance, remains the same. So that's what the motive is. Now my investments were with one of the major banks in India, major private bank. So that's why they had an online process too, so which made it pretty easy. Okay, but for some others, there could be additional manual steps too. So how you have to proceed? First of all, you need to determine how much fund you need to transfer, and of course your bank account should have that much fund, right? Second thing is you need to know the limit. So if I'm not wrong, in every year the limit is 1 million USD. So that's a huge amount, that much you can transfer, but confirm it. I think it's slightly more than that, but yeah, that's fine. You can just confirm it how much it is. Okay. One thing you need to remember, this is not something you can do it alone. Even if your bank is offering an online process, there are some manual steps involved and you cannot do it alone. You need a chartered accountant, CA. Okay. So two forms are mandatory, form 146 and 145. 146 is gonna be filled by your chartered accountant. It's kind of a certificate, you can say, where a chartered accountant has gone through your profile, your source of funds, and and they give you a certification that taxes have been paid on it. Okay, it's like a legitimate money. It's taxed and legitimate money in simple terms. Okay. Now, what are the proceeds generally people transfer? People, like, if they have sufficient saving, if they have savings made by salary, if they have sold out any property, if they have got something from inheritance. So this is the way like people get money. So your chartered accountant is basically certifying that yes, this money is legitimate, sources are confirmed, and also it is taxed. So when you tie up with a chartered accountant, they may ask documents like your bank statement. If you are going for a property sell out, then sell deed, all these things they may ask based on case by case. Now let me tell you how it proceeds. First of all, you need to add that chartered accountant in your income tax profile. It's very easy, an online process. You can go ahead and do it yourself. You'll add their number, registration number, and you can add it. If you don't know how to do, still you can contact them. They will help you to add it. Okay, they know the steps, they know the process, because there's something there, it's their job. So they're gonna do it, and then they're gonna fill the form for you. You will get electronic verification code that you need to enter. Now after this is done, one form you also have to fill up online, which is called form 145. That's again, you can do it on your income tax login area. This is basically you are certifying yourself, yes, this source is legitimate, and I'm just moving from NRO to NRE. Okay, because once money goes into NRE, it can be easily taken out of the country. So that's why government wants to make sure that it has legitimate sources and taxed. So that you need to fill. Okay, now some banks, as I said, have online process. So with the bank I have this, so when I went to their online process, there was a form where I had to fill all the details, and there were 3 slots. One for form 146, that after filling up and verifying using EVC, it can be downloaded. Same for 145, 146, 145, download, and I had to upload there. Third was the source of funds. So now, depending upon case, an additional document may be required. In my case, it was like my years of savings, salary saving and other savings. So when I attached my bank statement, for the first time it was refused. My bank said no, bank statement, although it has got all the details, nobody has time to go through all that and determine, right? So what I had to do in that case, I had to provide a letter from CA that all the taxes have been paid on the money that I'm transferring to do. Although 146 declaration is already there, that income tax portal, but bank itself in my case asked for an official letter from CRA. So that letter I included. Okay, and then it went through. Depending upon your case, like if you're moving money after selling a property, then they may ask for sale deed, as I said. That was not in my case, but with this method, money. And how much time it takes? So when I did, I did it on a Saturday because that particular week, Saturday was a bank working day for the bank. And then next by Monday, it was done. So my bank did tremendous job, especially my RM. I cannot take her name and the bank name for privacy, but yeah, she did tremendous job. I even recognized by sending emails to her managers and anything I could do, because if somebody does wrong, we complain, right? It's our right. But if somebody does good and especially exceptionally well, we need to recognize them also. This is equally true. That's what I believe, and I hope you also. So anyway, so within like 24 not like within one business day it was done. But again, some banks may have other process, some banks may even take a week or two. Okay, now when you are filling 145 to 1 and 146, date of transaction is very important. I would suggest that give at least 1 week or two. Again, you can check with the bank. You can say, hey, my CA is going to submit it tomorrow. What date of transaction should I do? Definitely they will ask for some window, maybe a week later. In my case, my bank said put a week later. I said no, I'm going to put 2 weeks later, just to handle if anything goes back and forth. Okay, so I did it and it was done right away. I'm really amazed with the service. So that's how it is, guys. But again, as per your bank, there could be some additional steps, additional verification things too. So provide sufficient times. Do not provide like if I'm uploading and submitting the application today, let's say today is Wednesday and I'm doing it for Friday. No, don't go further that. If anything gets stuck, you don't want that to happen in your case, right? So make sure you follow this. This is what I want to discuss, guys. Let me know what you feel about it. Thanks for watching this, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.